A hand grabs her wrist, hard enough to sting, and in that instant, the paper ticket slips from her fingers. It spins once in the air and lands on the floor between polished shoes, like it's trying to run away. No one gasps, no one speaks. The hallway fills with a heavy silence, the kind that presses against the chest and makes breathing feel loud. The security guard's grip tightens as he guides her forward. "Come on," he says quietly, not angry, just done. "You don't have permission to be here." His eyes never reach her face. They stop at her clothes, her shoes, the small backpack hanging from one shoulder. She looks down too, as if maybe the mistake will reveal itself if she looks hard enough. "I practiced," she whispers. Her voice sounds thinner than she expects. "I was told to come today." The words hang in the air for half a second, then fall to the floor with the ticket. "Rules are rules," the second guard says, stepping closer, closing whatever space she thought she had. Behind them, the auditorium glows with warm light. Blue banners ripple gently in the air conditioning, reading Annual Achievement Night. Parents sit shoulder to shoulder, neat and proud, holding phones ready to record moments that matter. On the stage, a single microphone stands under a spotlight, waiting. The piano plays 3 soft notes, stops, plays them again. Her heart beats so hard it feels visible. A teacher stands to the side, arms folded tight against her chest. For one brief moment, her eyes meet the girl's. There's something like regret there, or fear. Then the teacher looks away. "She didn't register correctly," she says, low, as if that makes it kinder. "We can't make exceptions." The guards begin walking. The girl follows because her legs don't remember how to refuse. As she passes the open door to the stage, the sound of tuning instruments washes over her. The same 3 piano notes, the same rhythm she played every morning before school on a broken keyboard. One key sticking, another cracked. She used to laugh about it. Today it hurts. Her fingers press against a folded paper tucked inside her jacket. The edges are soft, worn thin from nights spent unfolding and folding it again. She wrote on it by a flickering bulb after finishing her shifts, after her hands stopped shaking from the cold. It holds everything she planned to give tonight. A memory flashes, standing barefoot on a rooftop before sunrise, city still asleep. A calm voice behind her says, "Again, but feel it this time." Her guardian, always patient, always watching, even when she didn't know it. At the back of the hall, she catches sight of a brown coat hanging on an empty chair. Old, familiar. He said he might be late. He is always late. The guards stop at the exit. One reaches for the door. "Please," she says, louder now. Her voice breaks, but she doesn't let it stop. "Just let me stand there. I won't touch anything." The door opens anyway. Cold air rushes in, sharp and real. The sounds of the auditorium cut off instantly, like someone turned the world down. She steps into the corridor, her breath unsteady, and the door closes behind her with a dull, final thud. She stands there, frozen, staring at her reflection in the glass. Borrowed clothes, tired eyes, hope still clinging where it hurts the most. Her hand loose. The darkness doesn't scare her at first. It embarrasses her. She stays kneeling on the cold floor, holding the paper close to her chest, as if the shadows might read it and laugh. After a moment, the emergency lights blink on, thin, pale, unforgiving. They make the hallway feel longer, emptier. She leans her back against the wall and slides down until she's sitting. Her breath comes in short pulls. She presses her lips together, refusing to let the tear fall. Not here, not again. Footsteps pass at the far end of the hall. Laughter, then a voice she recognizes. Why was she even here? A pause. Another voice answers, lower but sharp. Probably got lost. Their laughter fades, but the words stay, heavy as stones. Her eyes close, and memory fills the space instead. Morning breaks before the city does. She wakes to the sound of a kettle rattling, steam rising like a small cloud in the room. She sweeps dust from the floor, counts her coins twice, then once more. On the rooftop, she practices while the sky turns from dark blue to gray. Her fingers ache, but she keeps going. Downstairs, her guardian ties his worn shoes, hands steady, movements practiced. He hums softly, always the same tune. It follows her everywhere. "Don't cry," she murmurs now, barely audible. "Just don't cry." She stands and smooths her jacket, straightening herself as if someone might be watching. The door to the auditorium is only a few steps away. The piano inside grows louder, confident now. The performance is about to start. This is the moment she's been waiting for, and she's on the wrong side of the wall. She moves closer and cracks the door open just enough to see. Bright lights spill into the hallway. The host stands center stage, smiling wide. "Tonight," he says into the microphone, "we celebrate the best of our school." Applause rises, clean and loud. She steps forward, heart racing. An usher appears immediately, blocking her path. "You can't be here," the woman says, not unkind but firm. The girl holds up the folded paper with trembling hands. "I just need 1 minute," she says. "Please." The usher glances at the paper, then away. "I'm sorry." From behind, a small hand touches her elbow. A younger student stands there, eyes wide, holding out a paper cup of water. "You should be up there," the boy whispers. She takes the cup, nodding once, afraid her voice won't work. Her phone vibrates in her pocket. She pulls it out. One missed call. No name saved, just a number she knows by heart. She looks toward the window at the end of the hallway. Outside, traffic moves slowly. A distant radio plays from somewhere on the street, an old tune, the one he always whistles. She exhales. Instead of pushing back toward the door, she walks to the side table where the event coordinator's clipboard rests. Her fingers move carefully as she slides her paper beneath the pages. On top, she writes one line, quick but clear, then steps away. Back inside, the piano stops. The host smiles wider. "And now," he announces, "tonight's special guest will open the program." The audience murmurs, surprised, curious. Outside, headlights sweep across the windows. A black car rolls to a stop. The doors open, slow and deliberate. And for the first time tonight, she feels something shift in the air. Something she can't name yet, but knows is coming. The back doors of the auditorium open without a sound. A man steps inside, carrying stillness with him. He doesn't rush. He doesn't look around like he's lost. He walks as if he knows exactly where he is going. In one hand, he holds a simple hat. In the other, nothing at all. That alone is enough to quiet the room. Whispers ripple through the crowd, fast and uncertain. Some faces tighten in confusion, others pale with recognition. He looks ordinary, worn jackets, clean shoes, shoulders slightly stooped, but his presence bends the air. He stops near the aisle and listens as if measuring the moment. The host freezes mid-smile. A teacher straightens too quickly. Somewhere near the back, a parent breathes his name, barely louder than a prayer. The man walks to the stage. He doesn't ask permission. Someone hands him the microphone without realizing they're doing it. He looks out at the audience, not accusing, not angry, just present. "My ward was asked to leave," he says calmly. His voice is steady, soft enough to make people lean in. "For not belonging." A hush falls. From the side of the hall, the girl watches, heart racing. Her feet carry her forward without asking her. She stops near the wall, half hidden, afraid to breathe too loudly. The man reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folded paper. Her paper. He smooths it open carefully, like it's fragile. "She wrote this," he continues. "After mornings spent working, after nights spent practicing, after learning that doors don't always open for those who knock gently." He reads one line aloud, just one. The words are simple, honest. They shake something loose inside the room. "I live 2 streets away," the man says. "I know her mornings. I know her shoes. I know how hard she works to earn moments like this." The principal shifts uncomfortably. The teacher who looked away earlier lowers her eyes. No one interrupts. He turns slightly, finally looking at the girl. "Come here," he says gently. Her legs feel weak, but she walks. Each step feels unreal. When she reaches the stage, he steps back and gives her space, not pushing, not pulling, just allowing. "Let her sing," he says. Silence stretches, then a slow nod from the coordinator. A breath of agreement moves through the crowd. She stands under the light. The microphone feels heavy in her hands. For a moment, fear creeps up again, until she sees him in the front row, hands folded, eyes calm, waiting. She sings. The first note trembles. The second finds its place. By the third, the room is breathing with her. Her voice carries early mornings, scraped knees, quiet promises whispered into the dark. She doesn't try to impress. She tells the truth. When the final note fades, no one moves. Then applause rises, unsure at first, then full, then overwhelming. Some people stand, others wipe their eyes. The girl lets out a breath she's been holding for years. Backstage, he places a hand on her shoulder. "You never needed saving," he says softly. "You only needed to be seen." They leave together later, walking under the streetlights. The folded paper rests safely in her hand now, edges smoothed, no longer trembling. And somewhere behind them, a door remains open. Not because of rules, but because someone finally